All right, good evening. I hope everyone had some champagne and caviar. Everybody all right?
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet? Not yet? Okay. Well, welcome to our evening here at Davos Lodge. I'm Rat Power. I run a company called Accountability Inc., which is a global entrepreneurship consultancy. But I'm here in my capacity as a Forbes writer and a Rolling Stone writer. And boy, do we have an interesting conversation for you tonight. Gentlemen, welcome.
Hi, Rich. How are you? Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Well, I want you guys to introduce yourself. Give us about a minute or two about yourself, the business. I want you to show the audience your credibility here because you guys have done some amazing work in hospitality. So share that wisdom with people.
Okay, thank you so much. Riyad Bouaziz, I'm the CEO and founder and owner of RKF Luxury Linen and RKF Group. We are based in France. We export in 85 countries, and we develop and we create bespoke, ultra-luxury, high-end linen for the hospitality and the wellness industry. We work a lot in innovation, and we have already 15 patents on technology and getting already 24 international awards based on our sustainability process and all our technologies.
Okay, so this guy doesn't make just sheets. Now, I'm going to ask him in a few minutes to pull out his phone and show you some pictures of some of his other work because it's pretty remarkable.
So good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel. I'm the founder of and managing director of Pesquera Global Luxury Hospitality Consulting and Management. Summarize in few words, I have been 20 years in hospitality, worked in the finest establishment around the world. To name a few, Gordon Ramsay, Intercontinental, Edwardian Hotels, Crystal Cruise Line on the cruise ships. Started my career as a chef and made my way all the way up to where I am at the moment. And to summarize the world of hospitality, I only have a few words for you. I believe hospitality is not about what we offer. It's about how we make people feel.
Well, I got to tell you a secret about this guy too. He's got. Are you going to talk about the underwater wine in a little while?
Now that you have mentioned it, of course, because we are both master divers, so I'm sure we're gonna get to that stage and speak about it.
Well, I'm going to tell the world about it once you take me down. Okay, so how has, and this is for both of you, how does product design, innovative product design, and sustainable materials play a role in shaping the future of luxury items?
Okay. I think today, if we look and we need to success any business, we have to be hybrid. This is the first point. And to be hybrid, in my vision, is to be creative a lot and innovating a lot. And this, you can never success and succeed in a high level in the worldwide market if you cannot really focus on innovation. And the part of innovation is extremely important. In our case, we do innovation. As I say, we already have 15 patents. We own in our group a company since 1834, almost 200 years right now. We have all the heritage of this company, how it's absolutely amazing. But our vision for the future is focus how we can create a better life for all the end users in the future for our product. Combining this, it makes something really interesting and unusual. It's not classic what we're going to find on the world. And the part of this innovation, it's the head of the success. And when we go deeper, I think we're going to have a time to speak about it. Probably we're going to take also even some examples. What is the benefit of it in the luxury industry and in the hospitality industry itself? That's why for us it's a big part of it, and it's one of our DNA. two DNA we have in the group is, first of all, the innovation. The second one is the fashion. And I think it's also very important to look at that point. If we need to be, and if we want to look at the future, and if we want to have this success in any industry, by the way, not only in the linen industry.
Let me ask you a follow-up question. To those people that would say innovating in some of these traditional industries is not cost-effective or probably is too expensive for us to do or try, what would you say to that?
Hey, this is the challenge what we have daily. How to create, how to innovate, how to bring on the market absolutely amazing new product. Because when you create, you have first of all to think how to create the fabric based on the fiber. If we look at the sustainability side, we should already work on it deeply to create this fabric sustainable one. After that, you have to design it. And after that, you have to present it on the market. For sure, the biggest operator on the market in general in the hospitality industry, they are very focused on a classic way. And they are in the comfort zone. And they don't want really to move. We have to educate them. We have to push them to change. But if you bring something new on the market and it's out of the box about the cost itself, they're very focused on the cost. The challenge is to create something sustainable, innovative, really very high-end, but keeping always the target of the price in the level that what they have right now. And this is what, it's not easy at all, but this is the challenge what we have daily. And if we put it like that, and we keep it in mind, and we act for it, we reach that point. And this is what is really making the success of RKF Group right now worldwide, is because with our 15 patents and technology, every single time and every product we do, we push always the limit and to reach this place and this position and based on this technology without changing the cost in operation for anyone.
And I would say that when you're creating a product that the market didn't even know it wanted, that's the sign of a company that's going to survive and thrive in this sort of new landscape that we face with all the changes and the expectations from the customer, I might add, right? So I'll turn it over to you.
Well, in my belief, sustainability and luxury, I think they complement each other. I don't think they work separately. If we look now at our guests, what they require indirectly, they not only booking a holidays or an experience, they want to understand as well how much they have contributed as well into the world of sustainability. For example, at Pesquera Global, what we do, we integrate sustainability on every factor of the stages from, for example, sourcing local ingredients to minimize wastage, to as well be super environmentally friendly by reserving the cultural heritages as well. You know, now our guests want to feel responsible as well. We are, at the end of the day, creating memories, trying to touch that point which is creating desire, creating the experience, in terms as well, talking about the whole concept from where we're sourcing the local seafood into what is the storytelling that we have about.
For both of you, why are you taking on this responsibility to redefine these industries? Why you?
First of all, is the mindset. My mindset is since long time, I started working on the sustainability almost like 15 years ago. And when I start speaking and presenting all our technologies and innovation to most of the corporate brands that we know, like Accor, like Marriott, like Hilton, and all these brands, and you know, they are very big, okay, that's fine. But when you present a project like that, they say, okay, it's probably not time, and say, hey guys, you have really to look at it. You have also a responsibility to do it. We're gonna help you to do it, and it's our challenge. And I think it's our responsibility to look first for the planet, and secondly for the education to our kids and the next generations, how we save as much as we can the planet in a positive way. That's why I think each one, not only in the linen business, but wherever it is, furniture, equipment, any single business, it should be focused mostly in the same way to preserve this amazing planet for the next generation in the future.
In my opinion, it's quite simple. You have to go back to the source. And the source is the locals. And the locals is, when you look at it indirectly, where I'm sourcing my locals. If you want to reduce carbon, it's very simple. Now we have seen a shift into restaurants into zero wastage, as well as integrating the latest technologies and using the innovations for us as a catalyst to help us speed the process. You know, by searching the local producers, telling a story about them, having recipes from generation over a generation. You know, this becomes more emotional. You touch the soul of a guest when it comes to your place. It's not about anymore what we talk about, it's about how we make them feel. But imagine someone coming to a place where the light, the music, the chef created something so unique, especially for them. And I think this is why I have the chance now, when you own a company, you have the chance now to I believe align your perspective and your true DNA into saving the planets, because we all have to start somewhere, and we have to go definitely to the locals. In terms of its, for example, in Greece, we're going to the local culture, supporting it, the sustainability, the wastage, and so forth, or being in Paris, or no matter where you are, it has to start from the local places.
I think you're so right. I've gotten to spend a good bit of time with you guys the last couple of days, and one of the things that struck me about both of you is that when other people see problems, you guys see solutions.
Definitely, yes. And I like, honestly, when there is problems, because all the time when there is a problem, there is opportunity. And this is what I see every single time. I'm gonna even give you some examples. You know,
I was
for
going to
example-
I was going to make you stand up and show these guys the one thing that you were just showing me a little while ago.
Okay, just only like I
You
gonna
got to
take
pull
an
out your phone and show them pictures. I mean,
just an example. Okay, during the COVID, was an opportunity. For many times, where is some problems happening in the world, with the opportunity. I'm gonna take a sample example. Few time ago, when the war started, unfortunately, between Ukraine and Russia, in France, they say we have to save 2 degrees minimum energy. If not, we're going to get a fine at home or in the factory, wherever it is. And I see that if you heat your house, for example, at 20 degrees, you put it at 18 degrees, you feel fresh. When you go out from the work and you take your shower and wear a bathrobe at home, you don't feel really comfortable. And I create, in this case, a bathrobe with a jacket, very elegant, very chic, and a trouser and a t-shirt. It's a bathrobe. We say it's a dress soft. We patent the technology, something amazing. And it became homeware everywhere. You're going to wear it even outside. You're going to wear this jacket, wonderful, elegant one. You have different style for kids, for men, for women. And it's something coming from nowhere, and you find something so elegant. It became very contemporary. We do fashion shows with.
Can I interrupt you for just a second?
Yeah.
Okay. Who in the audience has been at a hotel, a really, really nice hotel? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Right. All right. You ever gone to the spa? All right. Ever be a little embarrassed to wear the robe through the lobby or through the restaurant from the pool? Okay.
Or maybe you don't have any because you didn't expect it.
Okay. So please show them.
Yeah, okay, just to
We're going
say.
to create demand for you right now.
Okay, what we do, the idea, exactly what is
You're
right.
underselling it. You're underselling it.
I'm gonna show you if you want with pleasure, when you finish. This is the idea, it start, because we are now I think the only company in the world who we do fashion shows during the fashion week.
In Paris. His robe's Paris Fashion Week.
It's in a fashion week, but it's something out of the book. You can not even think about it, how it's absolutely luxurious, elegant, chic, and it brings a high value for any person wear it. The idea it became when you are in a boutique hotel, as we say, and you cross the lobby with your bathrobe and your slippers, and you don't feel comfortable. The idea became the spa will lose a revenue because people don't feel good, people making check-in, check-out, or even they are working in the lobby and you don't feel really comfortable doing it. And they say, and the shape of each one, we are not all of us model, and it's very complicated to wear, you know, this bathrobe. Mostly it doesn't fit. And the idea is, say, I create an ultra luxury bathrobe for every single one to feel each one as a model. And from the idea, we create something, wow, step by step. Now it became something out of the box, and every person here or wherever you are, you feel exactly like a model when you wear it. And this is something out of the box. I was using also the opportunity to create something that it brings a value, and it's just, you have to think how you're gonna increase your business, creating something hybrid, inspired from a problem that people don't see in it, and from this problem you create as an opportunity and makes really something as very valuable on the market. That's why. And later on, I'm gonna show you with pleasure for sure, yes, whatever you want.
He'll hold court right over here, right after.
I think he's gonna do tickets for that.
So I want you to explain one of your innovations and some of the things you've got a big project now. So explain some of the ways that you're innovating in food and beverage.
Well, food and beverage is quite such a vast speech to speak about, but I'll make it quite short and sweet. I think we as a humans, we wait for the problem, then we try to find a solution for it.
Some people,
Some people.
not the people that work for me,
Yeah,
but
some people.
but
But I believe this comes with a challenge. Every problem has its challenges, has its integrity. I believe when you have the chance to help and support as a leaders, we definitely should do so at all the times, anytime. Creativity comes when we're facing walls and we want to climb them as we go along. But I believe in terms of wine, which is something I'm super specialized in all my life, from chef to finance to wine to now owning on my own company, we decided to take wine underwater. I love the sea. I work at sea for 12 years on Crystal Cruise Line. It's supposed to be a 9 months contract, and that doing 12 years of my life on it. The world became so small, visiting more than 4,000 cities that touch the sea, which is quite incredible as an experience. I couldn't afford it if I want to do it at that time when I was young. I'm still young, you know, and age is just a number.
there's a lot of gray hair on the stage.
I know. So we decided why not allow the nature, allow the sea to create the wine label, to decide the final stage of the wine. It's been more than 5 years of experience, and we managed to get it on point and work with it in terms of every 10 meters, one bar, the deeper you go. So I believe there's many wineries doing it, but you know, doing 6, 7 different wines. I was the first to create a tasting wine with a 9 courses tasting menu in Gordon Ramsay for all colors of the wine: white, red, rosé, sweet, sparkling, and port. And as well, in the same time, to have an experience where I take the wines underwater and me myself pick them up. It's quite exceptional. Beside that, you know, this is we creating an experience for our guests, which is again, we go back to desire and we go back to something that people cannot buy. Many people, what they would love is something to buy, and when they taste something they love, oh, where can I buy it? Well, unfortunately, you can't buy it. You can experience it in the specific places around the world, and that's what makes it so unique in the world of hospitality, I believe.
From your view, I don't know how many people out here in the audience are entrepreneurs and luxury brands, but what's your advice to them in terms of innovation and thinking outside of the box? Because I think we're in this sort of seminal moment, this transformative moment in time and history with technology and the advances moving very fast. What is essential today? You both lead, you're both CEOs, you're both leaders. What do the other people in this industry how do they need to think? And what do they need to be thinking about?
I think first of all, anyone have to have a vision. If you are a leader, first of all, you have a vision. If you have a vision, you have to have a strategy. And if you have a strategy, you have really to target and to reach and to make it happen every single day, from the morning to the evening to work, and to reach this position. And wherever the field where you are working in, you have to be, again, hybrid, very open mind, positive and strong mindset. And you have really to think big. It's very, very important. You have to save time when you want to really succeed. I mean, there is a lot of things to say, but be focused. You reach really the highest of what you can, not the other people can reach. And this is, it's important, it's an opportunity of each one of us. When you wake up in the morning, you have really to have this target in front of you, and you have to be focused. If you have this vision, you will reach really the best.
In my opinion, for many, many years, it's about consistency. I believe we're all afraid of AI. I think we should use AI for our benefit. It is a catalyst to speed up the personalization of a guest experience. From implementing an AI concierge to guest preference before they arrive, to example, a guest loves chocolate and they arrive to the hotel and they have it in the room before they arrive and be surprised, to hotel brands deciding to send emails in advance, or there is a treasure you need to find. You know, again, creating desire, creating something quite super unique. And I think technology is vital, AI is vital, however, is not everything. The human touch cannot be replaceable at any time. You know, you can't put a smile on somebody's face if he's not happy. And I think leaders teach leaders, and comes down the line. You can't progress in your career if you don't teach someone what you know. You can only go up and progress in your career and go from A to B to C to Z if you are super consistent. I practice a sport very much. I do almost a marathon a week. This week, unfortunately, it's not possible. I have to really recap on it when I come back to London. But it's the mindset, the positiveness, surround yourself with positive people, positive energy, and it's the consistency of the businesses. Brands has to look forward to that consistency and implementation. And the guest would like to know how much they're contributing to the planet at the end of the day.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. That was my next question. I'm glad you went there, and I'll let you finish that thought. Do people really care about sustainability? I mean, we hear this word all over the place. Do people really care?
Well, I think here it's a mixed basket. There is people who care and there is people who don't care. I'll give you a very simple example. I have been to the Saudi, just up there in WF. It's quite impressive what they're doing in terms of sustainability, where they're going, where they're heading. Did they think about the rest of the countries around the world? They're going to be the same? No, they just believe this is the right thing to do for their country. We have seen how much has increased in terms of tourism for
Right.
them. But I believe we as a leaders and CEOs and entrepreneurs, we have the responsibilities not to decide who cares and who doesn't. We have to implement it and take it away and make it seamless. Make it part of the journey, and I think people will come along. Simple example, we talk about, I'm not a smoker, but tobacco. Everybody went on it, you can't have it in the restaurants, and look now, what's happening all around the world.
Yeah.
It's just adaptation.
Yeah, we were out here talking earlier before we came in, and I don't remember his name. It was sitting beside us, but he said something I thought was very wise. He said, it was, how did he put it? You remember how he put it? People don't seek out the companies that are doing good.
Yes.
But they choose, if you're not, they will choose against you.
Yes.
So something to that.
Yes.
To that
Correct.
nature, right?
Correct.
So you have to have it as part of your story, and
Absolutely.
part of your ethos, and part of your values,
Absolutely.
because customers do vote with their information now, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think what we have seen lately, it's not about one company. It's not about you. It's collaboratively all together to work towards one goal. And you know, it's I believe it's one team, one dream. As simple as that. You will always have someone not gonna like what you do. You will always have the yes and the no. But if you believe in it, and we have seen it, and we have to implement it. And I think if you tell a story about what you are offering, again, is about not the amenities that we give to our guests, but it's actually how we make them feel. They wouldn't know if it's sustainable or not for the people who doesn't like sustainability, but believe me or not, there's many people seeking sustainability, and they look into not only hotels, Airbnb basics, reservations, Davos, everything. Simple example, electrical cars. A few years ago, electrical cars didn't exist almost. Now you have 10, 20% of the population use electrical cars. Some believe in it, some doesn't. I don't
true.
have an electrical car, but this
That's
is
true.
the examples we are living in at the moment.
I think there is different stages, different level. First of all, it should be as a vision and as a strategy from the government. You speak about Saudi, we're gonna speak about UAE, you're gonna speak like different countries. They already have a good step, but it's an indication from the leaders on top of the country how they're gonna bring the country in this vision. We've seen, for example, in the GCC countries, they are much more in advance in this way comparing to Europe, for example, or different other areas in the world. If we go to Asia countries, we've seen also another way that they are making it. If you go to the US, it's also different. And I think when it goes to the level of the government itself, it brings already a stage. The second position is the education in the school for the kids. How we're gonna bring this in education to the next generation. And this, it starts from really the kindergarten, how we educate them. Third, what the government make it happen and possible. It's not about to speak, it's to act. And this is what's extremely important. And when we combine all, we're gonna build the generation based on that. What also the private sector do, if it's all the industry in the private sector, if it is medical, if it is construction, wherever it is, we develop much more what we do right now, and we are much more focused. And each one is considerate really is a responsibility today, and we have really to be much more focused. I think we're gonna have really a better life in the future. Today we have like different options. Certification, ISO, we have a lot. For example, we are certified, I don't know, we are probably one of the most advanced certified company in the world with so many certifications, sustainability, eco-friendly process, technology, I mean, a lot. That's fine, but this is only to prove that our organization is okay. But if you don't have the real mindset behind it, and you don't have the way that you educate the people, the team, the family, the friends, wherever you go, if you act it also and you show this is how is the right way, it will make more time. And today, we are lucky that there is the social media, they helps a lot. And I think it's a big support to make this information, we spread this information as fast as we can. And that's why it's our responsibility and also the responsibility of the social media to make it happen. And I'm very positive and extremely optimistic that the future will be much better than today.
Well, since I'm here with the microphone and I control the mic, and it is 8 o'clock almost, that's our time. I am going to make the command decision to extend this by a few minutes, since nobody's stopping me. I wanted to get some questions from the audience. Do you guys want to get involved? Anybody get any questions? No? Yes, sir.
What things we cannot do? Many things we cannot do. I think it's not allowed to don't say what we must say, to hide it and to keep it for us. As I say again, it's our responsibility. I think it's not shame to say, even if people are not agree, you have your opinion, you have to say your opinion. And I think this is how we should really do it. And that's why I can agree with you in one point, that we should be really very open mind, and we have really to be very communicative with people.
In my opinion, I don't think you can change people's perceptions or mind. You can show them the way, explain them the way, and show them how much impact can it do on the environment and our children and the future. This is something we can't do. We can go around it in circle, but unfortunately, this is something we have to respect and we have to accept. That doesn't mean we can give up. We should never give up on trying and working together into a sustainable and environment-friendly places around the world, which help the future generation to live in a better place, which is Earth.
Any other questions? No?
We start. We are ready to answer you any question. Go ahead.
Yes, back here.
When it will be? Where it will be?
Can you take the microphone, please? Because they don't hear the question.
This was very interesting. Thank you very much, first of all. Just where do you envision your company to be from 5 to 10 years from now, doing something that you're not doing today? Thank you.
It's very simple. I'm going to answer only one point. Okay. Right now, we are considered like 5 years in advance comparing to all our competitors worldwide. We will be 15 years in advance comparing to all competitors.
Love it.
I believe in hospitality. I believe we will see a huge shift into AI and technology and innovation, which will help us massively in depth and in details determine the experience of every single guest in advance before they come along. And at the same time, look after the local producers and support the environment and the culture of every country where any innovation of a concept that we will do in terms of hospitality.
All right, guys, give these guys a round of applause. Thank you.
And thank you.
Make sure you tag them on social media. And one other thing, he's going to stand over there because he's going to show you some pictures, and you're going to stand over here and show them pictures of this wine, right? All right.
We actually have one here. We can bring it.
Thank you. I would like to thank you all. I would suggest not to move from your seats. Not to move from your seats. If you are able to sit with us, it will be honor. We have the presentation of one of the greatest projects of Greece. It's a masterpiece. It's a global masterpiece, and we have the representatives of the Hellenicon project. We will have now a presentation, and we will be happy to have you. We have 30 minutes presentation, and then we will have cocktail. Thank you very much.
Thank you.